Hey, how you doing? It's Khoa here. In this video, we're going to be covering the lockdown. So, actually, what's happened recently is that Glady, there's been a lot that's happened. So, Glady has finally resigned from her position because the internet, oh, it's not the internet, the consumer watchdog has found that there was previous history of her doing some corrupt deals in the office with a previous partner, and basically has forced her to resign. So now we're in New South Wales. We've got a new premier, and as a result of that, we're actually near the end of the lockdown. So Monday, October 11th, is going to be known as Freedom Day. And with Freedom Day, what it is, it's that we're actually opening up again. So all the businesses are going to be opening up. We're going to be allowed to go outside without a mask, and also we are allowed to, have people indoors as well. And we're going to see a bit of normal, pre-COVID conditions starting from Monday. So it's been about 3 or 4 months. So if you've been following me, I've been recording a lot of videos on the lockdown diaries. Recorded the whole journey. There was times when I didn't feel like recording, but I wanted just to keep this as like a time capsule, and whenever I want to go back and have a look at what happened, this is what happened. So yeah, I'm really excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow is actually Monday 11th October, and it's going to be Freedom Day. What I'm going to do on Monday, what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to go out there and I'm going to do some shopping. I've been planning on buying a new Rolex, so I'm planning on buying a Rolex Submariner, the Blue Z. It's the 116613LB, and I've always had my eye on this one. The reason why I'm buying it is because I'm turning 40 next month, so it's a big milestone, and I'm planning on buying it. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that tomorrow, and just spend time with the wife and just really enjoy it, really. So it's been a long one. It's been a really long time during lockdown. It's given me a lot of time to think about my life, where I'm going, and even though it was really inconvenient, I actually found it was one of the best things that ever happened to me, because if lockdown didn't happen, all these things that I did during that lockdown, such as launching my Google Ads, working on my goals, working on real estate, learning a lot about deep work, learning a lot about removing myself from social media. There's a lot of personal development that I went through that I don't think I ever would have achieved if I was working full time, and I just wouldn't have time, because if you're always working in your business, in your office, and you come home, you have dinner, you've only got an hour, maybe even 30 minutes to yourself, and you don't have time to learn to grow yourself, right? So, and yeah, that's the thing with lockdown, is that it just freed me up, gave me so much time to focus on myself and think about where I'm going in my life. I didn't waste it. Of course, there was times when I was playing video games and drinking beers and stuff, but I never just squandered it all away. But anyway, it was one of the best things that ever happened to me, and I'm really, really thankful that it happened. And when things, if I were to talk to myself when it first happened, I was filled with uncertainty. I lost my once again, I was stood down, didn't have any income coming in, so I had to get disaster payments as well. And then when I got my disaster payments coming in, that was good. That was really easing my financial burden. And then what I did was I started focusing on getting another job. So I got another job, and then what else did I do? Yeah, then I just started improving myself, started reading books. I finished reading this book here, 0 to 130 Properties. So I'm going to be starting to build my portfolio. I'm halfway reading through this one. And I also removed myself from social media for 30 days. And so if it's one thing I learned with social media, is that if you spend 2 hours per day on social media, that is 730 hours per year. And if you do that for 10 years, that's 7,300 hours. So it's really scary. But there was a lot of things that I learned in lockdown that really, I don't know, I just felt that it was one of the best things that have happened to me, because it just gave me so much time to just really work on myself. The big thing I learned is that when you're given a lot of time to yourself, and you're not allowed to go out there and enjoy the things that you used to enjoy, you're forced to be in lockdown. Gives you a lot of time to think about things, and you tend to use that time for productivity if you use it wisely. So for example, if you get rid of social media, you've got all this additional time, and automatically you just want to do things that is productive in your own life. So if you've always wanted to play the piano or learn how to paint or build a website or code or whatever it is, if you be given that time, you'll just do it. So that, I thought that was pretty interesting. And if I were to, and since we're exiting out of lockdown, I'm thinking what I'll do is, from this point forward, I'm going to restructure my time better. So if I were to do it again, since I don't think lockdown's going to happen anymore, if I were to do it again, I would make sure that I would enable to have 3 hours deep work every single day. So that might require me to wake up at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning to get my 3 hours deep work in. But if I were to do that 3 hours deep work every single day, I think I'll be able to really make a lot of progress in my life. So 3 hours times by 7, that is 21 hours a week, times by 52 weeks. That's what, 1,000 hours, 1,092 hours. So if I were to achieve my deep work sessions of 3 hours per day, that is 1 hour of study into real estate, 1 hour of learning lead generation, and 1 hour to do my gym workouts. That's 1,000 hours a year that I've invested into improving myself. So I think that's pretty good. That's really, really awesome. But yeah, I mean, if we're working 40 hours a week in our job, if we're doing our 3 hours in the morning before that work, that is an additional 21 hours. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But anyway, that's it for the lockdown. If you've been watching my videos, I'm really thankful for you to follow me on this journey. I found it really touching when people commented on my videos saying that, hope you get a new job, Khoa, and you guys are really watching. I love you guys. Really appreciate you guys. But yeah, that's the thing. Those are the things I learned during lockdown, and there's been a lot of I'm not sure what's going to happen. Who knows, we might even go into another lockdown, but I get a feeling that this is it. This is no more. So it's been a really good journey. 3-4 months of just not going out there, just staying at home, and not being allowed. With all those curfews, you have to be indoors by 9 o'clock. You got to wear a mask outside. You have to. You can't go shopping or anything. You can only go for essential items. All those things is now abolished. So it's kind of weird. I was so used to that, but now we're all really happy that we're all going out there. So the current state of Sydney right now is that whenever I go shopping and do my grocery shopping, I look at people, and people seem a lot happier. They're not as hostile anymore. During the lockdown, people were really hostile. I remember when I was standing in front of the elevator and opened the elevator, someone just yelled at me and said, "There's only 2 people allowed to be in here." Right? So that was, people are just hostile. But talking to people on the phone, talking to people, strangers and stuff, people are just a lot more happier. So anyway, it's been really good. And hope that you don't have to, I hope that you do go through something like this, because it really gives you a lot of time to reflect, to improve your life, and it could be one of the best things that happened to you. So lockdown for me, it was one of the best things that ever happened to me. It was a hit for my finances, but in terms of my life, my personal growth, my goals, accelerating my career, 100%, one of the best things that ever happened to me, and I'm so grateful for it. I managed to build my studio. I wouldn't have done it without my studio. I wouldn't have been able to do this without lockdown. Also built my own gym as well. Did so many amazing things. So that's it. Lockdown was one of the best things that happened to me. I hope I can ever do this once again. Hopefully one day I'll become financially independent and don't need to work in a job, and I'll be able to just focus and just do better things in life. So anyway, I hope you got something out of this video. If you like this video, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.